Welcome to Boulder Rotary, the best place to be on a Friday afternoon in Boulder, Colorado. And I would like to call on Rotarian Tom Stiers, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
On this National Heart Month, let us put our hands on our heart and pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us now join together in the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you so much, Tom. It's nice to see your face. Okay, so something sad had happened this past week, and I am going to call on Daryl to share that information with us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to come over here and borrow a microphone because I've been silenced, which probably isn't a bad thing sometimes. Well, it's with great sadness that I'm going to go ahead and pass along to this group if you have not heard of the passing of Dr. David Rodriguez. So those of you that are familiar with the Monte Medical Mission at Boulder Community Hospital and many organizations here in Boulder had sponsored for many years. Dr. David Rodriguez is the kind of the founder of that and was a humanitarian physician that lives in Monte, Mexico. He passed away this past Friday, and I want to express my heartfelt condolences to both the Monte Sister City Committee, but everybody that may have known Dr. Rodriguez. Again, a great humanitarian, and I really appreciate Norris reaching out to those in the medical community that may have served on those missions.
Thank you, Daryl. All right, Marty Evans, would you like to welcome our guests and visitors today?
I'm glad to welcome our guests and visitors and not my barking dogs. So I know that we have, Terry Hermsmeyer, Norris's wife, is no stranger to us. Always great to see you. And those of you who are guests, we're not finding you immediately, but Andrea, I think you're with the Rotaract group maybe again.
Hi, we're here from CU Rotaract Club. I'm Sandra.
And I'm Alex.
Sandra and Alex, welcome to both of you. Glad to have you here. And then as a guest, I know here's Abra again. Welcome back. We look forward to having you join us as you can. And then let's see, I think Nancy Chin-Wagner, would you introduce your friend Christina briefly? Or Christina, maybe say hi. You are muted.
I'm muted, sorry. I always do that. Welcome, Christina Lilas Padamin, attending BRC for the first time. And she works for Sunflower Bank.
Thank you, Nancy. It's great to be here.
Welcome. And some of our other visitors, guests, if you kind of wave and unmute yourself and say hi, please.
Hi, Karen DeBartolome. Hoping to join next week. Glad to be here.
And Karen found Jancy. I don't remember if we met, but Walk with the Doc. So
that's
we're
right.
Delighted. Thanks so much. We have others. Let me see. Lauren, maybe? If you'd unmute.
Yep, that whole unmute thing. Hello,
Oh, yeah.
everybody. My name's Lauren. I'm from Personalized Property Management, and I'm a friend of Dorothy Rupert's. She sent me an email inviting me to the talk. It looked interesting and informative, and I thought I'd drop into her Rotary world. I know that she absolutely adores this group. She speaks of it frequently and with great affection over the years.
Great. Well, thank you. And thanks to Dorothy for that invitation. I know Sue and others had welcomed Abra again. Anybody else as a guest or visitor that I might not have either seen in the chat? I think maybe, oh, wait a minute. Anybody else could let us know about you. We'll welcome you. Otherwise, for those visitors, come back again, and always welcome to have you. I see a Meredith, welcome here, and a gentleman here whose full name I do not know, but we welcome you all. Thanks, Sally.
All right, thank you, Marty. And welcome to everybody. If you're visiting with us today, we're happy to have you, and hopefully you'll consider visiting with us again. So Alex and Sandra from CU Rotaract did have to leave because they had a 1 o'clock class, but they wanted to announce that on Friday night, March 5th, that is a Friday, right? 5 to 6 p.m. They're going to host a trivia contest, and it should be super fun. They're going to have prizes for every round, and hopefully we'll mail them to them. And John, we'll be accepting donations, and all proceeds will go to the Colorado Friendship in support of their efforts. And there's a flyer that is in the rib, so you can find out more information about it there. Okay, and now we're going to move on to NCW, and she has a very special February membership moment.
Yes, I do. Did I unmute? One moment.
So just keep repeating your social security number until it unmutes.
You look unmuted. Speak. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yourself $1,220 or up to $4,880
Sorry. Oh my God.
per
I
household.
had this already.
And help
and stuff.
benefit COVID research.
Hold on a
The
second.
trial is filling up fast. Don't miss this opportunity while openings are still available. You can sign up right now. Just click the link in the description and answer a few
I'm
easy
so, like,
questions.
Technically, I wish Fred was sitting next to me.
I was waiting for your social security number, but now you're muted again, so we can't hear you. You're muted. Still can't hear you.
You hear it? Welcome to Membership Moment. And this month, as I said, we're doing our pairs of husband and wives and partners that are both members of the Boulder Rotary. And today I have the honor and the fun of bringing in Mike Brady and Cassidy Murphy. Okay? And so we're going to do this in the newlywed game fashion, if many of you remember what that is. All right, are you ready, Mike and Cassidy? Oh, let me just do a little introduction here. Mike Brady was past president of BRC. His sponsor was Carl Tinsman. He's been a member since July of 2010. That's 10.5 years. And he works with his firm, Generosity Wealth Management. Cassidy, who is our future president-elect in 22, was sponsored by Alexa Parks, and she's been a member for 10 years. She is an attorney, and she volunteers a lot in the community and at the Peacemaker Institute. So, are you guys ready? How we're going to do this is each of you, I've prepared you to have a little sheet of paper and cards, and I'm going to do some Spitfire card questions. So are you ready?
Ready.
We're ready.
Gotta hear you louder. Okay. First one. What city/state was your first date? Write it down. And then we're gonna have you hold it up.
What if they're wrong?
That's more fun then.
Do we hold it up now?
Yes.
Oh,
Austin is, what do you got, Cassidy?
Oh,
I
did you
got
say?
Boston too.
Awesome. One
Austin.
and one. Okay, next question. What is, for Cassidy, what is Mike's favorite fruit to eat? And Mike, what is Cassidy's favorite food to eat?
Oh,
Food or fruit?
Food. I'm a foodie.
Ready?
Ready?
Oh,
What'd you have there? Egg
mine says
pizza.
egg pizza.
Wow, that's different. What
oh
do you
yeah,
got,
that
Mike?
is sort of true. Oh wait, was I supposed to write what I think my favorite one is?
No, you're supposed to write what you think
Cassidy. Did.
Cassidy's favorite food is.
Oh, probably soup. She's always eating soup.
Soup, any kind of soup.
Is
Okay.
ice cream a food?
Well,
Third question. What would, so Mike, what would be Cassidy's superhero be? And
Who or
Cassidy,
what?
write it down for Mike.
superhero?
Superhero.
Oh,
Oh.
you got it, sweetie?
Sort of.
You better get this right.
All right.
Well, I know who mine would be.
Okay, let's see. Mike,
Mine's
what do you
gonna be
think
right.
Cassidy's superhero would be? Wonder Twins.
The Wonder Twin. Come on, we're always doing that with our
That's
wedding
much
rings.
better than my super productive guy.
What
Who
was
I
your?
don't know if he's an actual
What was yours?
superhero. Super productive guy.
Oh, super productive guy.
Well, we always touch our rings.
Yes,
and say,
we
Wonder
do.
Twin powers
Wonder
activate.
Twin powers activate. That's right.
That is awesome.
Form
There's
on.
some people, like Susan knows what we're talking about. Justice. Justice League. Okay.
Okay. And one of the other questions is, what is, so this is finishing up on your speed card little thing over here, because just watching my time too, would be, now I think Mike should start this one, but it's for each other. What was your most favorite, knocked your feet off gift that you gave for Valentine's?
Oh, that's easy.
Who wants to go first?
Do you want me to go get it, sweetie?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say it and Mike will get it.
Good.
It's a picture that Mike made for us. And we always said it would have been really nice if we had met when we were younger, much like John and Lena, because we met after college, and it is hard to know that you spent a lot of your life without the person that you love. So Mike had our favorite artist make this wonderful painting of Mike and I on the deck of our current house with our dog at the time, Picard, and we were both 6 years old. So that was the happy thing.
And it
Dawn,
tells the story about how we
people
met along
made
the
that,
whole
and
rim.
our stories around the border.
The whole rim. So
that's both. She took pictures of us when we were both 6 in first grade, I think, and
These are actual
extrapolated.
pictures.
You know, the school pictures. It's just your
Beautiful.
stupid face, and then whatever you decided was right to wear that day. So that was it.
It's a romantic streak in Mike that we know.
Oh, no
Beautiful.
question.
Beautiful, beautiful picture when I heard it. Okay, if you can describe each other in one word, what would it be?
Best friend.
thoughtful.
Thank you. And the last one is, how has Boulder Rotary Club made a difference in your lives? You can each speak on this.
Go ahead, sweetie.
It has given me a community of people that I just love and honor. I think that this is the most amazing community of people I've ever met in my entire life. I'm continuously inspired.
And we made an incredible group of friends. I mean, there's probably not a day goes by that we don't talk with one of you who's on this Zoom call today. And we're emailing. It gives us, such a sense of community and doing good things. We're better people by being a part of the community. That's simple.
Wonderful. I think that's, I have so much fun with you guys. It's just amazing. And it's good for everyone here to reflect on the other side of you, which is more romantic, because we do have that in our hearts. So I want to thank you for being my Valentine's Day membership moment duets. Sally, back
Thanks,
to you.
Nancy.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Cassidy and Mike, for playing along. And I'm like, so sweet. I want one of those pictures. That's amazing that you did that. That's just awesome. So sweet. Very nice. Thank you again. Okay. Now I would like to call on Susan Connolly, who is going to introduce a new Mary Walsh.
Well, that's a tough act to follow, but I'm so excited to welcome our newest Red Badge member, Jerry Walsh, who joined us just last month, sponsored by Cassidy Murphy and Darla Sheath. Jerry grew up in Staten Island, New York, the youngest in a family of 6. After completing a degree in business administration at Northern Arizona University in 1982, she fulfilled her dream of moving to Boulder. During an almost 40-year corporate career, Jerry was fortunate to have a variety of positions in information technology, account management, graphics management, recycling, and sustainability, mostly with Ball Corporation. When she retired in 2012, Jerry was Ball's first director of sustainability, spearheading the company's first sustainability report and corporate sustainability program. Jerry's varied interests include skiing, cycling, hiking, yoga, reading, photography, and traveling. She has served on the board of Women's Wilderness for 3 years, with her contributions to the organization including fundraising, event planning, governance, and hiring a new executive director. Jerry also volunteered with Greenhouse Scholars, mentoring a college student for 4 years. Jerry and her husband of 27 years amicably filed for divorce late last year. She does not have children, but says she's fortunate to have 19 nieces and nephews. This is a photo of Jerry's extended family gathered for her mother's 100th birthday, obviously pre-COVID. Jerry currently is living in Frisco, but will be moving back to Boulder in the spring. She said she joined BRC because she had been hearing from friends for quite some time what a great organization it is, and because she wants to give back to the Boulder community and beyond. Welcome to Boulder Rotary Club, Jerry Walsh.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here and get involved.
Thank you for joining us, Jerry. We're so happy to have you. Thank you, Susan. That was a wonderful presentation, and Jerry looks like she's a lot of fun. Go out and ski with her. All right, George Russell, do we have any birthdays today?
Well, I want to do a little poem that my grandson wrote. I started writing poetry when I was a little kid. He wrote this when he was 5 years old. He's not a cowboy poet, he's a food poet. I love green olives, brown olives, black olives too. I love everybody, even you. Ta-da. We don't have anybody that signed up to talk, but I'd like to recognize a unbirthday today by Hank Lopez, who was born on February 29th, and it's not going to happen this year, but I'd like to, I know he's in the audience today, and so I'd like to recognize his unbirthday. That's all.
Nice. And I think Hank is like 24 years old at this point, or maybe 20, since he doesn't have to celebrate it but once every 4 years. Very nice. Thank you, George. That's a cute little poem. All right. And Mr. Fred Hull, can you show us the brew, please?
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars.
Perseverance stuck the landing. These new images are proof of life for a mission now searching for life on Mars. Liftoff. The 7-month journey leading to a frantic final 7 minutes. The rover hurtling towards Mars at 12,000 miles per hour. Its heat shield surviving temperatures hotter than lava. Deploying a giant parachute. Then firing up 8 mini rockets as a sky crane lowered the rover to the Martian surface.
And as the first images come back from Perseverance, we find that Rotary's already been there too. Hello, Rotarians and guests, and thank you for being here today. Boy, it's been cold. Look at the rotary wheel. It's cold.
Support our good works and continue to donate to the Boulder Rotary Club Foundation. We will be making a big effort to raise funds for our pool of unrestricted funds over the next couple months. Along with volunteer hours, these funds are the lifeblood of our club.
And in order to win this dog.
Daryl, that's Chad's dog, and he's a fundraising mascot.
Okay. Hey, and don't forget to go to the link in the rib for the CU Rotaracts March 5th Trivia Night. It's going to be awesome. There's prizes. There's fun. There's trivia.
And we'll also have a great opportunity to socialize together.
Let's see you there, and let's support our CU Rotaractors.
Once again, we will be partnering with Mile High United Way and the Imagination Library to provide books to kids in Boulder County. You'll be learning more about it next week from Rod Tunge and Nancy Geyer.
Hey, put down your phone. Pay attention. Unless it's Rotary calling. Hey, speaking of reading, the Boulder Rotary Book Club is going to be meeting on April 12th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. And the book they're discussing is The Person You Mean to Be. Get it, read it, get ready to discuss it. An incredible opportunity exists through Rotary International. It's the Rotary International Peace Fellowship. Applications are available on the Rotary International website and are due May 1st, 2021.
And next week's program, Towards Right Relationship with Native Peoples.
Don't miss it.
That's nightly news for this Friday. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
And congratulations on a successful Mars landing. And everybody, have a great weekend.
All right, thank you. Now, Mike Brady has always been asking the questions here every week, but I have a question for Mike right now. Okay, you have to explain to all of us, what is egg pizza?
Egg pizza? Oh, man. So I like eggs. And so a lot of times you have an omelet or a scramble, but I like over easy eggs. So I make 3 eggs over easy, but I put all the stuff that you'd put in an omelet on top, and then I mash it all together. And that's my egg pizza. So I put all the ingredients on that's my egg pizza. I have it almost every morning.
It's not an omelet.
No, I like over easy eggs, not an omelet. So
But don't you crush them when you?
Well, no, see, it's all, the eggs are like, it's got the yolk that's all gooey. So then you put all the stuff on top, and then the gooiness all mixes in, and then you eat the whole thing.
Okay.
Very tasty, I assure you.
I Googled it, and all I found was like pizza with eggs on it. So
Well, that would be wrong.
that's not it.
So it's my pizza and my egg pizza. So there we go.
I agree with Sally. I thought it was on the pizza.
I like break an egg in the middle of my pizza and cook it with the pizza, and it's actually pretty yummy if you like gooey, Mike. You can
I like gooey.
We could put a picture of egg pizza in the rib for y'all.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Recipe.
It's my own creation. I'm a kitchen sink kind of cook, so I just throw everything in, but I like eggs.
Right. And then Dr. George Russell, did you know that next week it's Rotary's birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you'll have a special poem for us? Are you still here, George?
It's late.
It's late. That's the 23rd.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Yes, I'm here, Sally, and
Okay.
I'll try to do something.
All right, awesome. And everybody, look, it's past District Governor Peter Ewing coming all the way from Port Townsend.
I was going to comment, Mike, it's appropriate that Nelson is talking today. When you have 3 eggs every day, I wonder what your cholesterol is.
It's good.
Oh, all right. All right.
Nelson left.
Eggs have gotten a bad rap that's starting to have data that they're not terrible.
Well, they were bad and then they were good and then they were bad. So I'm going like on average, it's okay.
All right.
I have an egg story. So in the middle, right when everything was shutting down, I went to the grocery store to get eggs, and there were only eggs left were the expensive eggs. And so I was like, well, I'm buying the expensive eggs. So they're called Happy Eggs. And we had been in Mexico the year before, and the eggs in Mexico are these bright orange, beautiful eggs, and they have this, they're like orange instead of yellow. And so I bought the Happy Eggs, and guess what? They're like orange. So the eggs that are free range are like the obviously like the Mexican eggs, and they are so much better. They taste wonderful. So if you have a chance to try the Happy Eggs, and then they have some Happy Eggs heritage eggs. So they have blue shells and brown shells, and so those are really fun too. But if you're looking for good eggs, those are good eggs. Does anybody else have an egg story?
Yeah, I encourage Mike to try what I call an omelet caprese, which is basically an omelet with tomato, basil, and mozzarella. You don't have the sauce, but yeah, that's, I don't have it every day, but I like that.
You should cook that for me so I can try it.
I'll bet you can figure it out.
That sounds like more work.
It's just fresh tomato instead of the sauce.
Sounds good. Peter, how are things?
It's beautiful. We had about 2 inches of snow all the way down to sea level. This winter has been a lot better than I feared it might be. It's supposed to be cold and dark and rainy all the time. I'd say we see the sun probably 60% of the time, at least this winter we have.
Yeah.
So we're enjoying doing a lot of work on the house and the yard and so on. So, but we miss everybody. It's really hard to get into a community when you can't get within 6 feet of anybody.
Yeah, true. Daryl and I had some fun this past weekend. So Chris Coker had invited us to the movies. And so right now, because probably nobody's going to the movies, you can rent out an entire theater for $100. So we went to the movies, and there was just, we were very spaced out wide, and it was obviously just friends and people we knew who were all, you know, doing the right thing when they're not together. And so if you're looking for something fun to do, you could look into renting a theater. It was $100. I was amazed at being able to hang out with people. We laughed, we screamed. It was fun.
Maybe we could do that as a Rotary Club.
That would be really fun.
To the movie.
That would be really good idea, George. I'll talk to some folks there and see if we can put that together. Has anybody else done anything fun?
Sally, you might want to ask Jim Williams about his family in Houston.
Oh, Jim, yes, please.
Well, things are a lot better now, but my daughter lives in Houston, and for probably 4 days, she didn't have any heat nor any power. And water supply is also questionable. But today I can report that she has heat. They're still living in their living room, trying to conserve power because that is the instruction from the powers that be in the government. Please help people by not turning your furnace up. And so she's not turning her furnace up. They actually are burning pallets in their fireplace in order to keep warm. And they are now very happy to have water and power and obviously heat. So things are looking better, and sometime this week they're going to get up to 45 degrees.
Oh.
So it's all good. Thank you, Marty, for asking me.
Well, and that was something that Pam wanted to see if we might consider exploring, maybe quick response team and helping with the water, because where they are, their street is the only one on the peninsula that has power. But she said there is no water. People's homes are not constructed like ours. So as things are thawing, ceilings are dripping and coming in on walls. The young mothers don't have water for to help mix the formula for the babies. And so anyway, it's an email there for you, Sally, just to take a look at with the quick response folks. But not good. And I had copied Jim on it, knowing that his comment about his daughter and son-in-law, that evidently those pallets came from being requisitioned from the back of Home Depot, cut up and put in their fireplace. Pallets from Home Depot. Wow. And he didn't get thrown in the clink.
Well, I've heard that somebody was like breaking down their fences and things like that to burn. So I'm glad that your family is safe. And yes, Port Texas has really been hit hard. I know they were given some emergency relief today. A bill was passed on that. So I'm really glad to hear about that. Does anybody else have family in Texas?
Oh, George does.
George?
Yeah, I just had to unmute. I have family around the Houston area. Fortunately, the one who actually lives in Houston lives just a couple of blocks from a hospital, and evidently they're on the same link, so they didn't go through any rolling brownouts. Their story isn't nearly so dramatic. I just feel sorry for the thousands and thousands of people with stories like John's family. Oh, it's just terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I hope you all have a good week. And it was really nice chatting with you at the end. This was a suggestion of Mike and Chaz, and I'm glad that it worked out, and we can continue to see if we can have some free talk at the end so we can kind of feel like we hear things like this about all of our families and what's going on. And this was a great idea. So I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you next Friday.
Take care.
And feel free to hang out if you'd like. Bye, everybody.